Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure to be here moderating this last and interesting roundtable discussion on the fascinating industry of luxury travel. So today we have the privilege of hosting two distinguished representatives for super luxury agencies. So before we start, I would like to introduce our panelist, Lourdes Carbó, founder and head of dreams at Alberta Grup. Hello.
Hello.
Founded in 2006 in Spain, Alberta Grup is the leader in luxury lifestyle management, specialized in services such as lifestyle management of ultra-high net worth individuals. Welcome, Lourdes.
Thank you.
And Yuriy,
Yeah, very much.
founded and CEO at Almont Travel.
Yeah.
Welcome. Almont provides luxury, tailor-made VIP travel to the world's most exclusive hotels and exotic destinations. They are proud of members of the exclusive Virtuoso network, which gives them unparalleled VIP access and a wealth of resources. So welcome, Yuriy.
Thank you.
So the first question is easy. How can you describe to all of us your businesses today in the luxury travel industry? Please, Lourdes.
Okay. We started not as traveler experts, but lifestyle managers. What we know deeply and perfectly is what our clients want, need, eat, enjoy, dislike, etc. Because we help them on a daily basis to manage their lifestyles. Their lives are really extraordinary but complicated at the same time. But we have been witness of their desires for traveling and where they're going, the kind of services they ask for, and just talking about traveling and the way they travel, I will say there are something that continues to be, and probably some trends. Quite luxury for our clients has been always there.
Good.
They never use social media. They have the best advisors around them. It's a really close circle of advisors in legal, financial, lifestyle as well. And they concur. They don't like to follow. They accept recommendations, but they love to discover what is new. They love to take decisions, and maybe, we'll say, maybe this is part of the ego, but it is what it is, no? Privacy is really important still.
For sure.
They have lack of time, so also spending time and switching off the phone. When they switch off the phone, we know that they don't want it to be disturbed, but everything runs for their lives, their business, investments, and everything is going on.
Good. Okay.
Authenticity, of course, bespoke. Of course, knowledge is really important. They travel because something happens where they are going. They have been in old places many, many times. One time, I remember once I asked a client, how many countries have you been? I say, okay, I will finish shorter if I tell you which countries I need to go because I never went.
Yeah.
So they are travel because something happens where they are going. It could be an opera, it could be a birthday, it could be something. And this is more or less the profile.
Okay. Thank you very much, Lourdes. Yuriy, what about your business, Almont Travel? Tell us about it, please.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me? Yeah?
Yeah.
Just give you a little bit of history about how I started and why, for me. It all starts with why. So my why was I wanted to travel the world. I was curious. I was a curious guy. I was born in a country which no longer exists. I'm Ukrainian, and I'm based in London for 25 years. And I used to be in Just Travel, like everyone, transactional travel agency. When you have clients, you have agents, and people serve clients following instructions. And then I realized that 10, 11 years ago, it's all about relationships, because everyone is so different. When we talk about ultra-high net worth individuals, they could be like inherited wealth or self-made, different mentalities, different countries, and you have to take it in account in order to manage these families properly. And Almont, when I was creating a new brand, by invitation only, I was thinking, how shall I name the company? Because when I was in Ukraine, I'm a physicist. I finished university and basically realized it's not really what I wanted to do the rest of my life, to be a professor at university and teaching. You know, I want to travel the world, I want to experience it, and I want to pass this knowledge to my partners. So it's all about leadership. So if we're talking about trends, what's happening now, everything moves away from transactional travel agencies to personal travel designers. So these people could be like ex-PAs, ex-investment banker, or anybody, a relative. So trust is the number one thing.
Yeah.
It's not about knowledge.
Really?
You can get knowledge, you can get experience. And sometimes these clients, they have more knowledge than any of your consultants. So talking about the name, so I put my older daughter's name and surname together. Alisa and Mont is like how my surname sounds.
Okay.
So all Almont, that's how the company sounds. And I realized about importance of relationship, and and I started to invest my time in people. So finding right people, providing right training, and matching right consultants with right clients. And talking about experiences, and there are lots of interesting things happening these days in the world. So we getting more experiential, like expedition travel. So people are tired of going just to Maldives and cities. They want to see something different. And there are more books coming up. People get more educated. And like one of the books, like Die with Zero. If you read the book, it's just lots of people with lots of money, they miss out in life. They die with lots of money without experience the world, without giving opportunity to other people to do it. And after pandemic, what we seeing lots of very interesting trips to North Pole, to all the parts of the world. People can get on private jet in the middle of nowhere and live in a tent. So it's all about dreams. It's all about
unique experiences.
Yes. Yeah.
Different, uniqueness, and so on.
It's not just about luxury hotels. Luxury hotels, fine. I mean, talking about Madrid, we can see the change now. Yeah, but it might take time to get all this service excellence implemented across the board, because all these luxury brands should be interconnected, and they should understand the mentality of luxury consumers.
Yeah.
It's just like, I'll give you an example, sorry if I'm maybe taking more time.
Please.
I was walking around Madrid, beautiful Madrid today, and I walked into Starbucks. I just wanted to see how Starbucks works in Madrid, because I tried it in New York and different places, parts of the world. And unfortunately, I traveled over 200 countries and still counting. And so my experience was the waiting time was a bit longer, because there is like a priority line. And I noticed that my coffee is ready, but it was like in a line. There are 4 other people waiting. And I waited like for 5-7 minutes, and I just said, oh, I can see my coffee is ready. Can I just grab it and go, because I'm late? No. you have to wait. So I waited until everyone got their coffee, and then she gave me. So that's kind of emotional intelligence. I don't know. It's probably whatever people read the instructions, code of conduct, and they follow that instruction, which is good. But in a luxury segment, you have to use your emotional intelligence. You have to feel people.
Yeah.
And without this kind of gut feeling and understanding, you can't get any success.
I like to say that, just to compliment, totally agree. It's like in luxury, we are between on two worlds. Because you are in the peak of the pyramid. This is your life. This is their life. But at the same time, they need to go to Starbucks, and they need a housekeeper, and they need a safety or workers and people that work for them, assist them, and provide them the things that they can enjoy or they need.
Yeah.
No? So please normalize talking about luxury. Nothing happens. It's good.
Yeah, really.
We need them. And then if we are proud about what we have in the city and normalizing that there are people that can pay more for something, and maybe we will encourage someone else to work for them, because looking for talent that look for excellence every day with flexibility, knowledge, deeply knowledge, and much more, it's not just about a minority. The minority is who is enjoying that.
Okay.
But the rest can be part of this equation, no? Formula.
Okay. So regarding customer experiences, how is the lifestyle of your customers, the ultra-high net worth individuals? Lourdes, please.
Wow. Yeah. So we are working for people who can pay like 6 figures per hour for legal advice, or that they own between 5 and 15 residences. Could be apartments, could be a villa around the world. They travel around the world. Remember the first time that the daughter of a client, 12 years old, I was on the airport just waiting for her, and she said to me, "Oh my God, I took a shower inside the flight." And I was like, "Ox." Yeah? So,
shower.
Yeah, shower. She was excited because it was the first time for her. So, yeah, again, people who lead the world, they are elite, and they are so special people, and look for this flexibility. Maybe after the pandemic, I can say that they are more impatient, and they need immediacy. Is absolutely everything should be done like a WhatsApp is arriving to you. Everything in a week. They decided they wanted to go to Iceland, and then you talk to the expert on that. You prepare everything. Look, they are big families. Maybe you are managing 18 members of a family, or 12 members of a family. So vaccination, etc. Everything is not, it's not easy. And then you manage. When they arrive, they say, "Oh, it's too much cold. We wanted to go to Kenya." And then you change your you have to change everything, canceling, opening, and this is a challenge. So flexibility for suppliers. I cannot be more agree with the rest of the panelists before. We need more collaboration between. There are a lot of opportunities, but just need to understand, and you don't need to cover the whole world of multimillionaires or millionaires. Just the small parts.
Good.
But really good.
Thank you, Lourdes.
Welcome.
Yuriy, how is the lifestyle of your customer?
It all depends on location. So, as I mentioned, I'm Ukrainian. Until maybe 10 years ago, I haven't had any single Ukrainian client. And I just realized, oh yeah, I'm Ukrainian. I mean, why? And now I have clients from all over the world, any part of the world, because of our partner relationship scheme. So it's like McDonald's pretty much, or any other brand. So you empower people, you find the right people, you provide all the training, code of conduct, give them all the tools, contracts, insurance, security, and they just keep the stickiness with their clients and relationships management. Because every, I would say, partner, all our independent contractors, and they are partners, like in a law firm, you know. So they have all the power to talk to people on any level. So they can talk to CEOs as well. So we give them full authority, because when you deal with this type of clients, you need to be able to communicate on that level.
Yeah.
And obviously, about experiences, it's an interesting industry. So you meet all sorts of people. We have celebrity artists performing on birthday parties, on private islands, and sometimes, like, you know, I grew up on all this Rod Stewart kind of music, you know, and when I meet people like that, I say, oh, it was my dream actually to see you maybe on the Wembley Stadium. Now we're talking at the same table. I say, it's a pleasure for me, they would say, to talk to you as much as it, because we're all human beings, we all, you know, enjoy life, but I noticed people, successful people, they share something in common. Their personality. It's not about just your voice. It's not about the way what you do. It's your personality, how you treat other people, it's very important.
Really?
And I'm still learning, you know.
Humility is really important.
This guy from AC/DC, Angus Young, you know, I've been playing for 50 years, still learning. And so I was like, you know, too small. I need 2 fingers to bend a string, you know. That's why I'm doing this. Or Mark Knopfler, he said I couldn't afford a guitar.
Amazing.
And I was using finger picking style, you know.
Wow.
And so it's all interconnected, and I can see some experiences related to clients' past. Some people cannot travel because of health conditions, and virtual reality is becoming a trend now, if we're talking about trend. So let's say if someone who's 90 years old and his grandparents came from the country somewhere, and they want to, and they never traveled there for any reason, we can send the whole production team and get a 3D video and find the house where the grandparents born, interview all the neighbors, and create the full movie and deliver it to your door. And they'll be watching it and crying.
Good.
Okay. That's the future trend.
Yeah, it's about achieving.
And that's what's going to happen in the future. So basically, even if you book this kind of travel for clients who spend lots of money, they want to see virtual reality, like 3D. So if you pay $500,000 for a villa or floating island, you can get a 3D visual image. And the future will be, obviously, everyone will have access to virtual reality, and it's going to be really enjoyable, like computer games. You can travel the world. You can come to Madrid and go to the opera and do anything else. But people with money will be able to experience this in the real life, but in a sustainable way.
Yeah.
If you travel, you have to give. So if you get that sort of level of money, consultants should be able to explain to the client what sort of given back factor there. And if you go to Singita, Rwanda, you need to explain to the client, majority of the staff, local people, and it's a contribution from your family, from you, to the local community, and blah, blah, blah. So you have the list of all aspects of the sustainability, not just plastic straws or anything like that.
No.
And it's not just an S word anymore. It's a compulsory thing for that level. Yeah.
Regarding innovation, technology in services and offerings, what does your business foster innovation in creating new exclusive services and offerings, Yuriy? Can you mention an example of an innovation initiative that had a significant impact?
About technology in general in the world of luxury travel, or just
in your business?
Yeah, it's all about. If you're talking about experiences, let's say some people want to go to a space, and there's some projects, or they want to, like a hot air balloon going to 25 kilometers high, or all these kind of experiences. Very expensive ones, you know, and it takes years to develop it. So developers, before they start anything like that, what they create, an advisory board normally would select people from around the world and trying to understand what they need in order to make that investment and to implement this strategy. And then once it's developed, certain agencies get a limited number of seats. So let's say if it's like a Virgin Galactic or something like that, and you need to verify that you have this kind of clients, and you get exclusive access before anyone else. And talking about the agency, we invest in an application. I cannot talk a lot about it, but it's fantastic technology where everyone can just go to iPhone or Android and get executive access to by invitation only events and all this kind of things. So it's more like a partner.
Exclusive partners.
Yeah.
By invitation only.
Because technology is booming now, so you can't ignore it. You have to invest. So it's kind of not immediate return on investment, but it's something you need to do, really. Yeah.
In the medium term.
Yeah.
What about you, Lourdes?
I was thinking more in our business. For offering, we are like always focused on offering a better service, always, which means flexibility, immediacy. And if we invest in technology, it's about how can we deliver better and faster. How can we control and manage the data? Because we cannot offer maybe an experience to the space to anyone. If I disturb you for offering something that you don't like, next time you are not going to listen to me. So we need to focus really, really to the point for the segment and the profile of each client. And sometimes this is brought by technology, of course. We are investing on that and changing a little bit to improve this delivery. And also, sometimes we saw in the real life, if you visit the house of a client, and then you saw maybe a piece of paper that they have cut from a magazine. You need to know what is this, because then you can go in advance and look for what are their interests right now. It could be a new yacht. By the way, delivering in the middle of the sea is much more complicated. Virtual life will be perfect, maybe for that.
Sorry for interrupting. Some cities got this Uber drone. You know, they're just rolling around the city. You know,
some of them, others they don't.
That's the future.
Of course.
So it's like a question of balancing between human. They always talk. They use technology. And it's a challenge for us because they use all technology, WeChat, Telegram, Imo, WhatsApp, Slack, everything that they choose for being organized and supervising what we are doing for them in all their whole life. We need to learn. So it's a never stop learning from our side, which is
long life learning.
It's great.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's absolutely great, but at the same time, it's a challenge.
Yeah. Good. Good.
And can I just add something briefly?
Yes, please.
Talking about these experiences, as I mentioned, luxury, it's personal, right? And we have to be able to deliver information on time. And the way it works in our company, like in real life, I have a mentor and I'm a mentor to someone else. So there's always a way anyone can reach to the person who is more experienced, like, because some clients, they traveled for 30 years around the world, they know everything. And you have to be honest with them, you know? And people going to Maldives, let's say if you sell most expensive island in Maldives, what would be a question like, so would you want a beach villa, water villa, sunset, sunrise, all these kind of little details. And some people ask, okay, I want water villa, but I want to understand the noise level at night. And you need to be able to get the noise level with the special equipment and deliver it to the client. So
and the color of the sun on the beach, is a white sun or is black sun? And
details,
many other questions that you need to answer.
Eyes for detail, And the last question for you, it's regarding sustainability in luxury tourism, you mentioned before. So how does your business integrate sustainable practices into the provision of luxury travel services? Lourdes, please.
I don't know about what people talk and, studies say, a report says about the impact of private jetting, etc. What we try to do, we see in their houses and in their daily life, they invest a lot in new technologies and facilities for sustainable. For example, it's like a system from NASA that you can put in your shower. We have clients with that, and there are projects that are featuring this. And then if you take a shower, 7 minutes after you are in the shower, you are not wasting water. So this kind of technology is really expensive. But what we saw at the same time is that they don't realize or they don't care on a daily recycling, for example. So what we try to do is about creating the procedures and reinventing, redesigning the procedures. So all the people who is around, we invited them to follow up that, from waste management to many others. And they are conscious because they, of course, spend and invest on that. And some of them are investors on companies in sustainability market. But on a daily basis, we take care more on that.
Good.
This is what we can.
Yuriy, can you share an example of a sustainable initiative that has had a positive impact on your business?
We are very lucky in that sense. As my colleague Richard mentioned yesterday, we have Costas Christ on our advisory board, who is a #1 expert on sustainability. And he worked with lots of presidents, and he created sustainability for world shows. So we're one of the founding members in London. And so we know everything about it. But just give you a simple example. Guys, you're not sleeping yet, right? So just a simple example on sustainability. When you go into destination, it's good to know about how sustainable the hotel is, for instance. So we give sustainability reports. It's available through our database. So they don't need to create anything. So that's kind of requirement, new requirement. You just copy paste, you send the client, and they know exactly how sustainable is the property in terms of giving back, in terms of lots of other things. So you go into Ziggy Bay, for instance, or actually new properties, new developments, they all create sustainability strategy before actually they think about building anything. And it's amazing what lots of new properties do, and some old properties trying to catch up and create these sustainable initiatives. Yeah, and it's not about just pollution and plastic, and it's all about giving back and lots of other things. Yes, yeah.
Good.
That's the short description, but we can talk for hours
about that. Yeah.
Good.
No, they love to invest. They appreciate when you bring them suppliers who take care of that, but it's something that you do on the backstage. Maybe they don't ask for that because they know that you will be looking for that. No, it's like.
And sorry for telling, they very much appreciate what you do. I have to mention Singita. If you heard about Singita in Africa, it's one of the most luxurious places. They have quite a few around Africa. One of the most sustainable places. And they employ local people in each country. And sometimes during dinner, you get everyone from the staff, from the kitchen, guest relations, they start dancing and singing local songs and local and some clients start crying because it's so emotional.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you saw someone checking you in the hotel, and then all of a sudden she was like an amazing singer, and they perform local experiences, for the guests. It's given back. And when I never celebrated my birthday, and when I turned 50...
You never?
Never, only once. When I turned 50,
this is a mistake.
Nearly 2 years ago, my wife said, we should go somewhere, because it's like you... and I went to Madagascar. And I stayed in one of the most luxurious places, time and tide, by Havana, and people like Tom Cruise come and whatever, and I decided to celebrate in the local village. So I went to the village,
and I
said, no. I invited everyone, all the children, and they play guitars. That's my hobby. And we performed for children.
Good.
And it was the most amazing experience. I bought chocolate for every child and beers for every guy. And then we got back to the villa. And then knock, knock. I said, are you having dinner tonight? I said, no, we just had rest. No, we have a surprise for you.
That's
Oh,
great.
really?
And they took us to the beach, and there were 70 people on the beach.
Hola.
And they performed for us. It was like most amazing experience.
Nice
So
fun.
whatever you do, any investment is a return.
It's
They all will come back,
patience.
they appreciate it.
Okay.
Yes.
Always. The thing
Nice.
is that
Yeah.
they don't use to explain. that.
Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
about quiet.
Yeah.
Quiet luxury.
Okay, guys, Lourdes,
Time's
Yuriy,
over, I think, yeah.
thank you very much, but unfortunately we are
We don't have more time.
running out of time. So thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
your participation. Has been a very interesting discussion, and let's continue with the agenda, closing ceremony or whatever. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah.